COVID vaccinations, of course, that continues to be the talk of the town across the nation and certainly right here in the Bay Area. And that is why we are so thankful that we have the wonderful team over at My Care Medical Group joining us once again this morning to shed a little bit of light on COVID vaccinations right now. And of course, James DeBray's joining us as well, talking about an upcoming event in just a moment. So James, we'll check in with you in just a little bit. But Dr. Patel, so good to have you back. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Yeah, so let's talk about COVID vaccines first, because again, that is what people are still trying to get their hands on. The waiting lists are there. What is your message for people this morning, and specifically seniors? Because I know that that is where your heart and your passion, certainly for the team at My Care Medical, is really.
Right. So good morning to all of you. So my opinion on these vaccines that I always encourage my patients to get the vaccine whenever they get chance. And the reason is that this COVID virus itself is very dangerous if they hit hard. Some people doesn't make it, and now we have a good option to get the vaccine. So I tell my patient whenever they get chance and keep trying to get the vaccine through their local county, and that will prevent the further spread, and it will help the community as well.
So that's your big message, is keep trying, because you really do feel like they are important. Talk about this issue of people getting COVID twice.
Right. So I have seen in the patient, like when they get a COVID first time, they recover. Some patient doesn't have any symptoms, but according to the data, the immunity sometimes lasts for only 3 to 4 months, and they can get the COVID virus again and coronavirus again, and that affect harder than the first time. So it is very deadly, and plus we have seen in the news that the new mutation that affect, and it is highly infectious. So that's the other message I'm telling my patient, to make sure they get the vaccine as soon as possible.
Talk about long-term effects too. Is there, we've been hearing a lot about that. Is there anything in particular you want people to know as far as to keep watch on?
Yes, after they acquired the virus, some people lost their taste and smell. I have seen the people when they hospitalize, and if they require any kind of remdesivir or plasma, they have a long-term effect of feeling fatigue, tired. They get short of breath easily. So these are the long-term effects that I've seen in the patient, and they should have to keep watching for that.
All right. All good reminders there. Let's go ahead and bring in James this morning, because I love what you guys have, what the team has been able to do over the last several months. And that's really getting in front of the community and making sure people get their questions answered. James, talk about the next event coming up.
Yeah, sure. We have an event actually featuring Dr. M.K. Patel on the 4th of February. And really what we're trying to do is make sure, again, our constant message is get to meet your physicians before you join their practice. As you can see, Dr. MK is a very learned and studied man. He takes seriously his clinical outcomes. And as COVID continues to shift, he's going to continue to have updates. But on the 4th of February, we will have an event at his location, which is 13906 Lakeshore Boulevard in Hudson. And you'll get a chance to meet him. He'll have updates in terms of what's going on. But it's really also an opportunity for us to get back to community, because it's going to be a food bank. And people are still struggling with food insecurity, and we want to try to help remedy that. So on the 4th of February, come out to Hudson in Lakeshore Boulevard, 13906, and meet Dr. Patel and pick up a bag of food.
I just love that you and your team are doing that. Gentlemen, thank you both so much for your time. We know how busy you are these days, but we certainly appreciate all the work that you're putting into it. There's the website to check out, the phone number to call to get more information as well. Gentlemen, thank you so much.